Have you ever noticed how on Shortland Street they never really refer back to that truck crash that killed Carmen, or that earthquake that liquefied the ground underneath the old Shortland Street building so they had to move into the new one, or that explosion in 2010, or the helicopter crash in 2015, or the armed siege in 2020, or the fact the hospital just keeps hiring straight up murderers like Joey Henderson, the Ferndale killer, or Carla, Maya, Dr. Josh, Rebecca, Hendricks. There's a long list, and any normal person would sit there and go, maybe I don't want to go to the hospital here or work here. It doesn't seem like a particularly safe place. Well, that's because Shortland Street's episodic, and if they were to deal with things thematically, you might think a little differently about the location and the show, but it's episodic, so they deal with the issue that's in there with references to something that's relatively recent if they're going to reference stuff in the past. Our political media does the same thing, and most people don't realize this because it's just how we're trained, but it's a really interesting tool that we can use to see bias in our media. In fact, if people come to you and go, how can we have a media that's clearly biased but still holds the government to account? This is one of the ways that they do it, and by making sure they present the politics and the politicians that they want to do well in an episodic way, we don't sit there and think so much about the themes. We can sit there and go, hey, do you remember the beginning of the week where Christopher Luxon had no spine and literally the only things propping him up was Winston Peters and his racism so he wouldn't call it out to his face for a while, and then nothing happened afterwards except Winston made headlines? Or the fact that Sam Uffindale can sit there and tell people he'll literally go into bat for them in Tauranga, knowing full well he beat a kid with a bed leg. Those kind of episodic presentations minimize what happened long ago and makes people start thinking about things in really short-term measures. That's why the news at the end of the week is talking about really good polls that suddenly got laundered in almost every mainstream media outlet, no matter where they came from, and the list announcement that happened for national. And they're not talking about the record unemployment levels anymore, are they? Or the record number of business liquidations. But if you have a chat to them about what's happening with, say, the business plan that Labour put out that's well-meaning but bureaucratic or soft on delivery, and the Greens are often thematically pushed as obsessively ideological. Those are little tricks that we're going to learn about in Coffee and Context this Sunday, 10 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook. Come along and join me completely free, bring some questions, and learn a little bit about how this happens. We're going to be digging into a couple of different media theories on this, so you're a little bit more clued up as we go into the election regulation period. So yeah, 10 o'clock Sunday today, depends on the day you watch this, I guess, YouTube and Facebook. Hey, thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. While you're here, why not hit that like button or share the video or even subscribe to the channel. You could even become a paid YouTube member so you can see things released in advance, you get access to some exclusive content, and like all these awesome people, you get to have your name at the end of the credits as well.